Now let's talk about this topic of conceptual thinking and why it is so important in the field of occult science. Any kind of occult science, it's either tarot reading, mediumship, astrology, palmistry, any kind of science of occult. Why this concept of conceptual thinking is so important? Because when we are doing occult reading, it's either through tarot card, astrology, or a mediumship. There is always one thing that is resonate into what? Into one way of thinking. And that is conceptual thinking and how this help you to understand the dynamics of energies and how they unfold events, certain things that shows up and how you interpret this idea into a real life prediction. It's not the same thing as intuitions, by the way. Why it isn't the same? Well, technically, conceptual thinking is that you process that idea inside of your head. It's like this image of a film in here, as you can see. Now, this concept, it's like you see these layers of film. Is that there is like one line of the film that is representing each of different scenario. Even there is only just one strips of film, but you can see different kind of what scenario. And the person is like, there is one person, the same person, but there is many scenery that taking place in one single frame. Now, that is what is conceptual thinking. The same thing when you or someone reading tarot card, as an example here. We see the sun card in these pictures. Now, when we think about the sun in tarot card, the sun, it represents what? Energy. The sun in tarot card, it also represents your mood and how you feel, how you see the day or night. It can be night or day. But it is represents what? The general sense of the sun tarot card. Joy, success, and overall positivity when it is placed in the upright position. But if the card is flipped in the reverse position, then you just basically flip the idea of what is the sun that represents the upward. Now it flip. Instead of like being positive, there is a draining energy. Now, look at me saying this to you. I'm saying this to you is that when I'm describing the card itself, now my mind is like thinking so many ways to describe the idea of what is a tarot card. You get what I mean here? And now that is what is, you call it conceptual thinking. It means you are describing a thing, a card as an example, or this planet as an astrology as an example. If you're looking at now say about Saturn. Now conceptually, if you're thinking about Saturn, what is comes to your mind? I mean, if you don't think at all and just simply say, well, it's just Saturn, it's a planet, it's a rock planet, it's a gas planet. Some people just think like that, but someone just think, some other person say, well, Saturn is it's a planet that is big, that is has a ring, that has a darker side to it, and so many things that can be described what is Saturn. And that is what is conceptual thinking. It describes the abstracts of anything, of any kind of objects that you see. And this is the importance of having conceptual thinking when you are learning about occult science. Because when you interpret something, idea, a card, or astrology, yes, you still need to process that idea and how to calculate certain things. In the astrology, as an example, you have to see the aspect and everything, the connections between planet and everything. But the essence of conceptual thinking is also important. If someone doesn't have the ideas of conceptual thinking and not developing this thinking, it can be confused. Instead of like focusing on what is it, the essence of this energy, the predictions become messy. Even though you read the instructions, what is Saturn? What is fifth house? What is eighth house? What is the sign of Scorpio? Yes, you can read all that. You're combining all that, but the process of combining and also seeing thing and also feeling that thing, it's called that connections in your mind. You abstractly collecting that idea and you think one thing that comes up in your mind. Something is there. Remember, you already processed this idea. You calculated, and then in the end of that reading, now you project that idea. What is it? What the end result of this reading? And the end result requires what? Requires conceptual thinking. You see the importance of conceptual thinking? And it is not the same as intuitions, by the way. Intuition itself can be also interpreted with this conceptual thinking. So to develop this conceptual thinking, you have to train yourself to see an object, a card, a tarot card, or whatever that is, and have these ideas of to describe many things. As an example of this tarot reading, just look at the sun. The sun can represent many things. The sun can be like the soul. The sun can be the things that give heat. The sun can also kill. The sun can also do many things, give energy, give what things to life. There's so many things in these pictures of the sun. And you see the whole scenario of things, even when it is just in one image of what? Of the sun card. And that is what is conceptual thinking.